All right. Hi, everyone. Oh, Heather Powers here. We're going to get started. Let's get to our beautiful table I got spread out for you guys. If you're here, say hello. I'd love to hear from you, as always. I see some of you have already jumped in here. Hello, hello. Hi, Gloria and Kathy and Lynn. So nice to have you guys here. All right, so today we're doing something a little bit different. Haven't done this in a while. Hi, Zach and Julie and Megan, Susan. Hello, hello, everyone. So I have not done a casual coffee break talk in a long time, which is just basically me showing you all the beautiful beads that are new today. And I have some check glass, well, quite a cornucopia of check glass here, and then some autumn components to share with you, then some art beads, and then we're going to do a little review of making pumpkins. So it's going to be glass beads, pumpkins, and oak leaves, squirrels. Oh my! All sorts of good stuff. All sorts of autumn stuff. Hi, Margaret. And hello, everyone. If you're here, say hello. Of course, I'd love to hear from you. Make sure to watch through to the end. At the end of the day, we will be giving you guys a chance to win a $30 gift certificate. So you don't want to miss out on that. Oh, I don't want you to miss out on that. How's that? Definitely want you to be able to snag that if you can. Just putting some of my art beads around real quick. So I don't know about you guys, but today it's like 75 degrees. I am very not pleased with the backtracking of our weather. Like, come on, we had autumn a minute ago. Let's get back. Okay, Jesse's made some faux tin for you guys, so I'm going to share that. I'm going to try to match them up with what's on the table too. So that's what I'm throwing on here real quick for you guys. Some lots of one-of-a-kinds. Not seen anywhere else, so that's super fun. And then some pieces that have just been popular staples that he keeps making over and over again because you guys seem to love them. All right, so let's jump to the beads. Hi, everybody. Yes, the Indian summer weather in Michigan. Zach, what part of Michigan are you in? I'm on the west side in South Haven, Michigan. All right, so you guys ready to start and see all of these beauties? I'm ready to show them to you. Got one more thing to grab. Really been having fun adding the new check glass to the website today. I just love it. I love a new glass day. Okay, I think we'll start let's start with my little favorites, which have been these acorns. And guys, these are like wintry acorns. They're in the prettiest, like rainbow metallic oil slick kind of AB finishes. And this one has a bluish gray on one side and then the metallic rainbow finish on the other. Then we have this one, which is like truly so wintry. It's snowy gray on one side and then that rainbow look on the other. Then we have a cream color with a pinky metallic finish on them. And then we have thistle in two different kinds. We have a thistle with a beige metallic finish. And then I have a thistle in a matte brown finish. And this, I really love these ones. I love all of them. In fact, I would make earrings out of all of these and wear them for the next week. Oh, Auburn Hills, Zach. Yeah, You're over on the other side. All right. Linda, you just got out of the pool. I'm like, I'm ready for rainy, drizzly days, sweater weather, bring it on. I need it. Okay, we're going to start on this side with the teal colors. And so here we have some of the mini tubes, and this is a sea green etched with a rainbow finish. It has gold and rainbow finish on it. And guys, these are so delicious. I just love the organic matte finish that's on them with the shine. The color's really beautiful. I have another teal color that has a beige finish on it, and it's not bright like these ones. It's more of a dull color that's on the website. These are definitely a greenish teal, and I'm so digging them. And to go with those, we have new maple leaves, and these have there's the sea glass, and they're very interesting because they have like a metallic finish on one side and then clear on the other, and so it gives it kind of a mirror effect on the side where it's the matte. So they just have this really beautiful glow to them. Loving them. I love a little magical forest vibe. And so that's what we have with this one. And then we have hibiscus flowers in that teal, tea blue. Is it tea? Forgetting what they call it. Anyways, it's this. It's definitely a teal color. And these ones have that rainbow finish in the center. So they have that nice little rainbow sparkle. And where's that little bead? I have a little gilded a gilded teal bird in the shop that I just put in, and that one matches so perfectly. It also matches really nice with the turquoise ones that I put in that have the little gold finishes on them, and they have all the little colors that are sparkling away. So I do have a small collection of birds that are on the website in case you guys are interested in those. Ooh, and then look at these. Oh, and you know what? The tubes I don't have. These are the only ones I don't have on the website yet. I'm going to put these right after the video today. I don't have the tubes up yet, so don't go running over there yet. Wait till after the video. Give me about 10 minutes after the video's on, and then we'll have the tubes. And these ones they have a purple on the edges, and then they have a super crusty gold finish, metallic gold finish. And yeah, fall, definitely. These are just, oh, I love them so much. Such a great color. And then along that same purple vibe, we have this thistle color, and then they have like a blue finish on them, so they're kind of glowing, and just a color I haven't seen anywhere else with like this blue matte finish, metallic finish that it has on there. So yes, I love those turquoise flowers. And here's two birds that look really nice with the purples. And we also have, along that same dark purple line, I have some of the faceted hishis. These are a little bit chunkier, and these have like that rainbow finish on them, and these are in a dark burgundy color. Really beautiful. And that's what I would pair them up with. We have those faceted hishis in the dark teal color with a bronze and kind of a golden luster finish. And then I have them in blue and a green. And this looks like peridot, like the stone, but that's the color that it is. Very pretty. Okay, next I have some new dogwood leaves, and these, they look just green when you look at them, or kind of you know, the gold is the overwhelming color, but if you hold them up into the light, they have little flashes of green and teal. So I haven't seen this color in the leaves, and I'm really excited to have these for fall because I think they look just like the leaves outside my window at the moment with that gold shining through. Okay, so let's head on down and see these little hishis, and these are the little mini 3x6 hishis, and so I have those in a peridot with a gold finish. Then we have them with that teal blue color. I think it's called sky blue. I think that's what the website calls it. And then a gold matte finish on top of it. I just love these. You know, give me a matte bead in any size, shape, and I'm happy. And then we have gold, a dandelion yellow with a gold finish. And to match up with that, I have some little cream birdies. And I also think here's some 6mm melons faceted. And that also looks really nice with the birds, sets them off. And it has such a nice autumnal color there. Okay, so let's backtrack and see what matches with the faux tin I'm going to show. This is a cicada one. And oh my gosh, that green with the cicada. Perfect. And these are little illustrations that I drew. And this one is a rare piece. I don't see that one pop up very often on Jessie's table. All right, now we're going to go into all of these pinks, reds, and oranges. So this is kind of a salmon color with a gold finish. And it has AB also. So really pretty. It would look beautiful with this dahlia piece right there. I'm digging that. And then we have some more hibiscus, and these are a metallic pink, and there's a few different shades. They range from a golden yellow, kind of a peach, and then pink, and then they have the metallic finish on them. And these are new in the shop too, and also I think that would look really good with the dahlia, but also would look really pretty with the little hummingbird ones that I have. Ooh, and these guys would look good with the hummingbirds also. What do you like better, pink or blue for the hummingbirds? Are you matchy-matchy, or do you like a little contrast? And I have the hummingbird and this oval one, and then I have a few of the larger hummingbird cuffs, toggles in the bigger size too. Okay, another tiny 6mm that we have. These are a ruby red with a copper finish on them. So pretty. I love all these comments. Yes, so these are toggle clasps, Cindy. And so how they work is you'll just put beads on both sides. You can do 1 strand, 2 strands. You can do them with chain. Oop. And then this part, the little toggle goes through. So you definitely, I recommend putting 2 small jump rings on the part with the toggle so that you can have it go through a little easier. And then these are all copper with the image permanently adhered to them, and all the images are my illustrations. Okay. Another tube bead that's not quite on the website yet, but will be right after this. And my photo, I don't know, when I look on the computer, it looks very red on the photo, but these are definitely headed more towards the orange shade. They're like a red orange. They're not like a bright red. They are an orangish red. So keep that in mind. It's very much like this dark rust color. And so actually that would be really pretty together. And my last little glass beads that I have to share with you guys would be these huge melons. And I'm going to show you guys the little pumpkins with the big melons. So I have the big melons, and I did them in colors that weren't, what do I want to say? They weren't like necessarily October kind of pumpkins. Like these could be Thanksgiving pumpkins, if that makes sense. And I'm also going to show you guys how to make acorn earrings with these too. So I have them in the gold with transparent, and then we have the silver that kind of looks like mercury glass. So we got those two, and then I have some big huge ones, and we're going to make a pumpkin charm with this. Okay, a few more of the toggles. So here we have, this is a wildflower one, and in the same color family I have this fuchsia one. Ooh, and I think this fuchsia would look really pretty with that, with the hibiscus that has like that purple in it. I like that. And then we also have, let's see, did I show the nest? So we have the nest and little toggle with oak leaves. And so I would do a strand with this, and then probably something with orange too. I think that would be really pretty. And then my last toggle is the monarch, and we have 3 of the monarchs, so you might be lucky enough to snag one of those if you're quick. They are going to sell out quickly. It's just the way it goes. We just don't have that many in stock. And then my last faux tin piece, this is from the last class that we taught, and Jessie made me an extra one of these. So I'm going to show you guys that. And so this is the maple leaf, again on the copper, and Jessie works really hard on these. They are quite gorgeous, and you can layer them with other components, or you can have it just as the main feature and then do strands going above. That would be really pretty together. So that's all of the faux tin and glass and the birds. So let me clear off a little bit of space, and we'll get to making a little bit. Oh, let me know, you guys, do you want to see a real quick sneak peek of the rest of the Marquet pieces that I finished from last week? I made quite a few pieces of jewelry. Do you guys want to see those real quick? Let me know. Leave a comment. If enough of you say yes, I will pull them out. I'm just going to clear off my mess real quick so I can have a little spot to work in. And you'll be so proud of me, I'm not just shoving them off onto my desk. Actually putting them in a tray. I know, it's like I'm growing up or something. Okay. So, let's get out the metal pieces that I want to share with you guys. I restocked all these great vintage pieces and added some new ones too. Okay, so you guys want to see the Marquet. So Kathy, the faux tin and the little birds, so these are the faux tin components, and these are the little birds. Those are the ones that we've made, and then all the others are glass from the Czech Republic, and those are made by small companies. Okay, let me get all these goodies out. I stocked up on as much fall goodness as I could for you guys. Of course, I don't know why, but I kind of play favorites when it comes to autumn leaves, and the oak leaves are just my favorite shape of leaf. I don't know why. An autumn leaf snob? Maybe. I mean, I like all autumn leaves, but those ones definitely get more attention from me. And I'm going to backtrack here just a second after I get these pulled out. I'm going to show you guys what I made with the rest of the Mary Kay box items. Had lots of fun with those. Okay, so let me pull those out. I had so much fun. Okay, so these are the earrings that I finished on the video last week. So you guys saw those ones. So cute. And then I was like, oh, well, I'll just make some more earrings. So the little bird is from my stash and everything else was from the box. And then some of the findings on the top here were from my stash. But all of the little lucite or glass, I'm not sure which one that was, bead, that big one, and then all of these components were from the box too. And that says Inspire, and I used the vintage buffing block to have that color pop out a little bit more. And then I did these door knocker earrings. Dunk, dunk, dunk. These beads are quite chunky and a little on the heavy side, but I tested it out and they were still comfortable enough to wear. These are like really fancy Swarovski pearl beads. So I was inspired by Jess's design that she had on there. She did a slightly similar design with different beads. So that's what I went for this. And the little disc beads are from Humble Beads. And the pearls and then the little he-she's were from the kit. And now, I haven't finished this one yet. I need to put the chain on. But I did a little necklace with one of the black pendants. So I painted it white, added my house, and then these were the beads from the box. And so we had those little peanut seed beads and then the he-she's, and I paired those up with those little square beads that I showed you guys last week from my stash. And then here's what I put on the bottom. I just did 6 holes on the bottom, and then that hole was already there. And I used my 1.5 millimeter hole punch and punched the 5 holes, not 6. We got 5 holes. And I did the heart, the feather, the create, the little moon, and then that little chevron type bead. And so that's what I did with that. And I'm going to do a slightly chunkier chain on the back. And then this is the piece I did on the video. You guys saw that. I'll just do a quick little peek again. So here's the one we did on the video last week, and you guys can see how I made that. And then my final necklace, I have to put the chain on the back still, but I'm really loving this one. So this, I started out with my leaf pendant, that the wood and resin leaves that we've been doing, and then I took 5 of those little tiny what were those called? Drop beads, and put them on a jump ring. And then I used the larger black pendant. I did a little buffing for the silver to come out. And then this is the hole that was in there. And then I punched the 2 holes on the top. And I used the create. You guys can kind of see how I have the jump rings going here to hold that on there. I used these ones from the kit, and all the rest are from my stash. And then I did a knotted necklace for it. And I used those little drops, and I used 2-ply wax linen. You have to use the thinner 2-ply. And so I did a little cluster of the drop beads on each side of the 2-ply wax linen. And then the bead from the kit, I hammered it a little with a riveting hammer to give it a little bit of texture. So it has a little bit of a chevron texture on there. And then I used some more check glass and knotted. And so you can see how I did that. And I'm going to finish the ends off with a little bit of chain. But that's my create necklace that I did with a little, I really like how the jump drops worked with the double strand to make these little loops. Hi guys, welcome if you're just turning in. So that's what I made for the rest of the Mary box. Really, I just couldn't stop once I got started. No siree. Okay, so I have some of these little guys ready to pop on. And I'm going to match this up with the bead caps. We'll do a little acorn earring first. Let's do acorn earrings with several layers of acorns. How's that? Ooh, let's do these bluish ones. Acorns with acorns. I like it. So maybe I'll use these ones instead. Wintry acorns. Yeah, I like that. Okay. I'm just going to grab little head pins. And some eye pins here. And I'm going to do, oh, you know what? I'm going to have to use regular 20 gauge wire because I'm going to make that a little bit longer. Okay, here we go. I got the 20 gauge wire. Thank you guys. I will take pictures of the Mary pieces and have those, I'll post those on the Humble Beads Facebook page for you guys to check out. Okay, so let's do a little one-step looper here. And what I like to do, and what I found works the best, is once you get to this point, you're going to bend the bead back just a little, and that gives you more room for that little loop to go in there. It didn't quite get around there perfectly, which often happens with the bigger beads, but I will use my round nose pliers to get that loop cooperating just a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to grab some 20 gauge wire, and I'm going to do a wrapped loop on the bottom here. Grab that and wrap around tightly 2 times, and then one more time on top, and that wire in the back, trim it off, and I like to condense that little wrap, so I squeeze it all up, push it all together. Okay, and if I didn't say it before, these are 12mm melon beads, and these are in the shop. And I'm gonna slip that 12mm melon on, and then the brass bead cap that makes a little acorn. And now I'm going to grab an O bead, which I did not grab before, so excuse me while I stand up to get an O bead for a spacer. Easier said than done. Okay, I'm gonna grab a few options and see which one I like the best. can never have too many O beads, my friends. And my friend Cassandra from Beads to Live By. Oh, this is my favorite place to get them. Ah, sorry. 1 second. Don't know what happened there. Okay. Cindy, the faux tin bird with the magpie, with the maple, was a pendant. Okay, so sorry about the video. Okay, so let's look at some of my options. I think I might do this crystal one because it has that AB kind of finish that the beads have on it. So I think that would be a good fit. And let's see, I feel like I need something else on the top there, so let's dig a little bit. Don't worry, I know exactly what I'm getting and where it's at, maybe. Famous last words. Oh, we have a bunch of boxes of new products here, so I'm digging a little bit to find what I needed. Oh, I thought I knew right where it was. And now I appear to not know. Okay. 1 second. I have to find these little bead caps, my favorite ones. Oh, they're right here. Of course. Okay. All right, so these are the little flower bead caps. Love these guys. And I'm going to throw that on. And then I'm going to look really quick. And this is designing on the fly. I did not have this planned out, so you'll just have to excuse my searching and reaching for things, as one does. Okay, got some little flowers there. Ooh, maybe, oh, look at that, guys. This is a restock we just did on the website of this golden pumpkin-y kind of color in the etched English cut. These are 8mm. So I'm going to use those. That's just the perfect bit of sparkle. Yep, fits in there perfectly. Okay. Now I'm going to do a loop on the top. And we want the loop on the top to be going left to right so that we can hook on our earring and have it end up the right way. And you could use the natural brass, or I think I'm going to go with the slightly brighter brass for these ones. Or not brass, but gold plated. Just make them pop out just a little bit more. So I'm going to throw this ear wire on, and then we're going to attach our little tiny acorn. Make sure everything's going the right way. There we go. Earrings fit for a squirrel. I don't know why I'm such a nerd, guys. I just am. We could also, if you didn't want to do acorn on top of acorn, we could do a little squirrel charm on the bottom of this. And that would be super cute too. What do you guys think? Acorn on acorn or squirrel? Which one do you like? I definitely love the glass acorn matched up like that. Quite spectacular. Okay, now I'm going to grab one of these silver ones and we're going to do a pumpkin. Oh, actually I think I'll use another gold one to do a pumpkin. So let's go ahead and do a pumpkin with this guy, and we're going to do some magic. No, just kidding. I was trying to decide where my little tiny bead caps are. Don't think I had any there. We're not carrying the little tiny ones anymore. So I'm not sure if I have them in this stash or a different one. Okay. And I have done other videos with the pumpkins, so these might be just a little bit of a refresher for you if you've seen those videos before. Excuse my bit of chaos. There's the spacer box. And we're going to need a few head pins here. For each pumpkin, you're going to need 2 head pins. And I'm going to grab one of these little teeny tiny leaf caps. For the little bead cap, the little 8mm bead cap, we're gonna hammer that to make it a little bit flatter so that it fits nicely on top of our glass pumpkin here. This one's fit for Cinderella, right? And I like to do a little green bead on the top. I guess I'm going to use this little tealish green. Okay. So, pumpkin, we have, oh, and this one's a little messed up, so I'm going to save that one. Okay, we have our pumpkin on here, then you're going to put your leaf, then we're going to do a second little leaf here, and our little bead, and you could use a greener one. Let's see, I'm just going to use that one for now instead of trying to hunt for a greener one. It'll be fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and make a little wrapped loop. And I'm going to cut that off in the back and tuck that in. And I'm going to take the second little bead, kind of put it towards, not bead, head pin, put it in between the 2 bead caps, and I'm going to wrap this around a few times, get that in there nice and tight. That'll be good. And now we're going to take and make little tendrils out of these. You know, the little vines on the pumpkins. So we're going to wrap that around, going towards the pumpkin, and the same with this side. Oops, sorry. There we go. And there we have our cute little pumpkin. And let's see, let's match that pumpkin up with a squirrel. And, oh, did I show you guys these pine cones? I'm so in love. So in love. Maybe I'll do the pine cone in that guy. Oh, here we go. This will be a nice little collection of goodies. Just grabbing you know, the staple. And I'm going to pair this up with one of my little, I could just do a disc bead by itself, or we could do a little bird on top of there. Let's see. Kind of like blue and this grayish blue. Let's go with that. I think I'm going to skip the squirrel. Save the squirrel for the earrings. Maybe I'll put the squirrel on the earrings right now and use one of these little earring charms for my necklace. There's no rules. You can do whatever you want. Though I think I would rather use the bluer one, right? Because it matches the blue on there. Yeah, I know I'm a little all over the place today. Oh. That's what happens when I get excited about playing with something. I just jump all over the place. Creativity just flying all around the studio as I'm inspired by what's on my table. Okay, so that's going to go there. I'm going to put the squirrel on the little acorns. I think that would be for the best. And we're going to use a little tiny jump ring for that guy. Not tiny enough. Okay, looking for my 5mm jump rings. There we go. Hi, Mom. You like the bird on the top? My mom told me you can never have enough birds in your jewelry, so, you know, I appreciate support like that. Don't ever let anybody tell you you have too many birds on your jewelry. Okay, so adding the little squirrel onto the bottom of here. Now, in a perfect world, I would have added the squirrel before I closed up that ring on the bottom. So what I'm going to have to do is turn that so that the two loops are going both side to side, so that our squirrel will hang down there properly like a good little squirrel. Okay, right? That's even cuter. Yes. Okay, let's throw this together real quick. Won't take more than a second. Well, if Heather knew where everything was, it wouldn't take more than a second. Okay, I'm going to use some 6mm jump rings here. They're edged, so they have a nice little finish on them. And I'm going to grab that on the oak leaf. little copper pine cone, which is definitely my favorite out of all the autumn charms that I have here today. And this, the loop is big enough, and then for that little tiny guy, I'm going to use a little 5mm jump ring. Okay, so let's throw all of these on. So we have our oak frond, the pine cone, which I like how they hang together. Then we have our adorable little pumpkin and our acorn. I think I'm going to put my acorn on the other side. He'll hang out a little better there. Yes. There we go. Loving that little autumn vignette. And now I'm going to grab the twisted 18 gauge wire from Vintage. I think that will add a nice little texture to this. I'm going to do a little bit of a wrap on the top and the bottom. And guys, you could even make this a little bit more petite if you were making this for someone who wore smaller jewelry. Oops, I don't know what I did there. And you could just do the disc bead instead of the bird on the top, if you wanted something that looked a little more petite, and then on a long chain. Okay, so I'm going to throw on the disc bead. Then I'm going to throw on one of these little O beads and my bird. And I have the perfect little, what do I want to call that? Jump ring to go on the top of this bird. I'm going to use one of those little copper bark ones that I have. Yeah, I love clustering the little dangles together. It's kind of like a little story in beads, you know? So I like to use things that have little meanings to me. Kind of like a little poem in beads. There we go. If we're gonna be dreamy about it. Okay. And I'm going to use one of these larger branch copper jump rings for the top. And when you're using thicker jump rings, guys, you want to make sure you're holding them side to side so that you don't mar up the design. You could also put washi tape on your pliers. Just make sure you don't get any little nicks on there. Or sometimes people dip them in that magic, I forget what it's called. I know Neely does it. That magic rubber solution. Okay. Now we're going to attach the dangles to the bottom. And then I would do chain on 2 little jump rings, and I would do a few little beads you know, on the bottom here so that the chain, that helps so that the chain doesn't wrap around itself when you're wearing it if you have a few little beads on the bottom. So there we go. Other than making a mess, I did make a necklace here. So we have the cute little acorn earrings with the squirrel on the bottom, and then our autumn little forest collection with all the goodies on the bottom. So that is it for today, you guys. I'm going to do the giveaway. Let me get over to the giveaway. And our giveaway is going to be hashtag acorn. All lowercase. So hashtag acorn, and let me put that up here so that you guys can see it nice and clearly. Okay, hashtag acorn. That's what you need to enter, and we're going to do a $30 gift certificate here. And let me know if you have any questions about anything that I showed you guys today. I didn't get to everything, but I definitely wanted to show you that. Oh, and guys, I wanted to tell you, we have these big, huge, giant ones I'm going to put in the shop. These are like 14 millimeter, 16. I'll have to look again. I'm not sure, but they are gigantic. And they actually turned a really dark, matte, kind of black. And we polished them with a pro polishing pad, and they shined right back up to silver. So these silvery pumpkins, they do have some kind of actual silvery finish on them that darkens the patinas. And all you have to do is give them a little rub with a polishing cloth, and they turned into shiny silver again. So that was interesting. Something I hadn't seen before. Okay, so let's do a pumpkin again. Let's try one of these larger beads. You guys are entering hashtag pumpkin. I mean acorn. Got pumpkins on the brain. Hashtag acorn to enter the drawing. There we go. I'm looking for those little tiny leaves to put on the top. And I would do this exactly the same way. Oh, thank you, Gloria. Yes. Please hit the like button if you guys liked today's video so that your friends can see it. Okay, maybe I'm gonna do this one a little different and just do the two bead caps going downward. Oh no, I want to do it up so that I can put the little one in the middle. Finding something to fit inside this little top here. Okay, hashtag acorn, and I'm going to do the drawing in just a second. Okay, there we go. Little magical one on top. Okay. You guys are so cute. Okay, let me get our drawing up here so you guys can see. And we are ready to pick a winner. Okay, here we go. Dun dun dun. Oh, I gotta press the button. Dun, there we go. Oh, and it's coming. Kelly! Yes! You have won, my dear. That's super exciting. Of course, Jess has your email, so he will send you that gift certificate and you can spend it on some of the new goodies. I'll have him send that to you right away. Actually, I know he watches these videos, so hi, Jess. Email Kelly. All right, let's get back to the solo layout. And here's this little pumpkin. Someone said it looked regal. It does. I'm telling you, Cinderella's pumpkins, guys. That's that should be trending for today. Hashtag Cinderella's pumpkins. Sometimes I find those little ends, you're just chasing them around. So if you pull out the parallel pliers and give it a little squeeze, it squeezes it right in there really quickly. Okay, and then the last little part, I'm going to grab another head pin, and the ball head pins work the best, but it doesn't have to be. You could just use a plain piece of wire even, like a 20 gauge wire. I like the ball on one side. Okay, so I'm going to wrap that around nice and tight about 3 times so it's not going anywhere. And then we're going to start twirling these to make the little tendrils. Separate those a little, and there we go. There we have our little pumpkin with the tendrils. Oop, let me get in the right spot there. There we go. And these you could do as earrings. They're still really lightweight, but they would look cute on a necklace with maybe a little bird up above. Maybe I'll have to make some blackbirds this week. A blackbird would look really pretty on there, or one of the little white ones. A black one would look better, which I don't have any, but the little bluebird would look cool too. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I certainly appreciate it. Join me next week. I am going to have another video on Tuesday at 3 p.m. Who knows what I'll come up with between now and then. If you guys are interested in any of the things you saw in today's video, you can head over to humblebeads.com. I don't think I even introduced myself in the beginning. If you're just joining for the first time, I am Heather Powers, and I'm a bead maker and a bead seller and a jewelry designer. So hopefully I inspired you guys today. Thanks for joining me. Happy creating, and we'll see you next Tuesday at 3 p.m. Bye.